Your wife says something that triggers you. Well, you explode. And 3 days later, well, you're still apologizing and walking on eggshells for being that asshole. Sound familiar? Well, most men either become doormats or dictators in their marriage. Neither works. This is episode 1 of the Unshakeable Man series, for men only. If you want to stop being soft and confusing that with being good, you're in the right place. I'm Mitchell Palmer. You know my name, damn it. And if you want to set boundaries without losing your humanity, well, let's get into it. Here's what I see with married men. You're exhausted. You're walking on eggshells. You're resentful because you can't say what actually comes to mind, what you actually think. You're either being a doormat or you're being a dictator. Neither one of these feels right. Some of you are quiet because you're afraid of conflict. Others are loud because you're afraid of being ignored. Both of these are exhausting. Your wife probably tells her friends you're hard to talk to or stubborn or that you never listen. Well, she's not wrong. You are hard to talk to because you don't know how to be direct without being an asshole. Here's what she's actually saying. I don't know where you stand. I don't know what's okay and what's not. You either give me everything or nothing. You're not safe to talk to. That's the marriage boundary problem. Unshakable men don't become doormats or dictators. They become clear. I teach married men what I call the fence method for boundaries. Firm, non-emotional, consistent, and enforceable. Firm. You don't have to apologize for setting a boundary. You state it like a fact. Non-emotional. You don't explain why, you don't defend it, you don't try to make anyone understand your position. Consistent, well, you apply the same standard to everyone all the time. It's enforceable. You can actually do it. You have a real consequence that you're willing to follow through on. Now, here are some real boundary lines unshakable men use. Quote, after 9 p.m., we're not going to discuss problems. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Or this one. I don't discuss my finances with anyone except my wife. How about when you raise your voice, I will walk away and we can talk later. This one, if you check my phone again, I'm changing the password. Or I'm not going to argue about my mother. Lastly, I'm not going to be talked to like a child. Now, these aren't threats. They're fences. They show where the yard ends. Most men try to use these boundary lines during a real argument. Now, that's like trying to practice a golf swing on a 20-foot putt. Start small. Practice one boundary line this week with low-stakes people. In the cashier line, someone cuts in. Simply say, excuse me, I was next. If a coworker interrupts you, say, hang on, let me finish. When a friend wants to borrow money again, simply tell them, no, I don't loan money to friends. When you practice being clear with strangers, it's easier to be clear at home. Then when your wife pushes a boundary, you don't explode. You just state your line like you're ordering coffee. Non-emotional, calm, consistent. For the next 7 days, I want you to pick one boundary and use it consistently. If she raises her voice, you leave the room and come back when she's calm. If she brings up a problem after 9 p.m., you say, hey, we're going to talk about this tomorrow. If she checks your phone, you change the password without any discussion. Don't explain why, and don't defend it. Don't apologize. Just state the boundary and then follow through. This is your experiment in not being a doormat or a dictator. You're just being clear. You're being human. You're being unshakable. When you do this, something changes. Your wife stops walking on eggshells around your mood. She starts to respect your clarity. Your marriage becomes about two adults working together, not one adult managing the other. If you're dealing with toxic relationship patterns that go deeper than this, I've created a guide called Detox Your Toxic Relationships. It's specifically for men who want to build healthy boundaries without losing their humanity. The link's in the description below. Look, don't die like this. Start now. This was episode 1 of the Unshakeable Man series, but here is the reality. Boundaries are useless if you let the wrong people negotiate them. In the next video, we're going to deal with the people who refuse to respect the line you just drew. I'll show you how to stop letting toxic people control you. Watch episode 2 now.